When all you can write about is war, your therapist will say it makes sense. She'll say you are your father's daughter. After all, war is the gun in the back of my dad's closet, how he thinks I don't know about it, how he holds it just to feel the weight of it, the potential. Sometimes I don't know the difference between target practice and the way he looks at me. The way my body is all bullet hole in his gaze, he sees through me, knows this bravery is a mask, is camouflage war paint. When all you can write about is war, your parents will want to know why. Your dad will say you've had a good life, right? Why are you still so sad? Out of all the things my dad carries around, war is the heaviest skeleton rattling inside of his skin. Something he pretends he can handle. Something he holds like a gun in his chest. My sadness is the trigger, is the way my therapist looks at me when I tell her I want to die. When I tell her how a weapon feels in my hand, she calls it trauma. I am my father's daughter after all. This carnage is something I grew into. The trauma has pulled my cells apart, has seen the battlefield of my insides and constricted my throat, left me unable to breathe, has grabbed shovels and started digging graves, digging trenches, where I go to hide when I start counting the carnage of bodies lying in my own skin. Dad, this is what the sadness does to you, buries you alive. I know you felt it sitting in this darkness of the battlefield, gun ready. Dad, I know when you were 18, you called your father from basic training and said, please come get me. I can't do this anymore. I know your dad said, be a man. Dad, I know you don't have a language for mental illness because real men don't bitch, but here is the heart you planted in my chest. How you taught it to be strong, army strong, beating in time with the Rock March chants. How you taught it to be soft still, despite the pain. Dad, I've always been good with words, but my depression speaks in tongues, is fluent in a language foreign to me. Dad, join the resistance with me. Put down your weapons, put the killing away for today. The depression leaves me lost in a war zone too. I am your daughter after all. Dad, war is a contact in my phone, is the number I call when I want to hear your voice. You're the only one that could make me feel safe. The answer is a bloody silence, is something I cut my tongue on when I say, Dad, are you still there? You didn't come back the same. I call to hear the static whisper, I'll be home soon. Baby, don't be afraid. But Dad, I'm still afraid. I know you are too. I know the military cut out your tongue, left you unable to speak about the ache, the sadness, the fear, all the things ricocheting inside of you that you don't understand. Left you confused in this new territory, crossing over enemy lines behind your own skin. But Dad, here are my bruised knuckles beating my own chest, asking you to pause the gunfire, asking you to hear me because I'm still on your side here. I'm still the daughter you always knew. Learn this new language with me, like a Rosetta Stone crash course. Keep the safety on the gun in your closet, on the gun in your chest. Speak in this new understanding with me of forward progress, onward march, 1, 2. War is still the contact in my phone. March 3, 4 is still the number I call when I want to hear your voice. March 2, 3, Dad, pick up the phone. March 4, 5, it's time we started talking.